This is the second lecture of Do You Know What Money Is? It's Not What You Think. This time, the title of my presentation is The Importance of Economics as a Study of Human Action. Now, where I learned since 1983, and before that, other sources, Austrian economics is primarily through the Mises Institute in Auburn, Alabama. And the website is mises.org. All Austrians began part of their studies with the concept of praxeology. It can be discussed later, and I will do so. But right now, I'll say that praxeology is the scientific study of human action, which is purposeful behavior. Purposeful behavior can mean trying to begin a new business. It can be getting in a car to go downtown from where you live. It can actually be someone planning to kill somebody. It's purposeful, not meaning it's good or bad. Austrians know that killing somebody is not good, but as far as economic concepts themselves, it's behavior that we as humans do on purpose. Sometimes we say, I wished I had not done it, but we did it on purpose when we did it. Human action. Let me read a good definition. A human acts whenever he or she uses means to achieve an end that he or she subjectively values, internally values. Human action is thus teleological or intentional, has a purpose. A person acts for a reason. Not all human behavior is action in the praxeological sense, which is purely reflexive or unconscious body movements, such as coughing when exposed to tear gas. These are not examples of action because it's not done on purpose. It was not purposeful if you suffered some problem with the tear gas. Now I'll move to primarily the different ways that we look at things from Austrian economics versus other economic concepts like Keynesian economics. We look at human actions. They use math, graphs. They reduce analysis to mathematical functions, and we say that this ignores intention, imagination, choice, and creativity. We say that valuation is internal and individual. Let me give you an example of internal valuation. Let's assume that a man has a building for sale. He's about to go bankrupt, and he's having to sell this building for a lower than what otherwise price he would charge. So he goes to Mr. X. Mr. X has no money. So Mr. X has no interest whatsoever in that building. Now he goes to Y. Mr. Y is very wealthy, but he only deals with and invests in things he understands, and he knows nothing about real estate. He's not interested in that real estate, although he could buy it. The third person is wealthy, and he is in the business of real estate. He wants to know, where do I sign to buy this real estate? The internal valuation of each of these three is different because they're individual. You cannot measure the value of that building with a graph or mathematics or average it, because we are each individuals. That's the way God made us, and that's the way we're supposed to be accepted and understood. So that's the primary purpose of studying Austrian economics, is to understand human action. Ludwig von Mises wrote his magnum opus and called it Human Action, because that's what Austrian economics is about. Human action and choices that we make individually, if allowed.